So we're here to solve this Fillomino by John Bulten called Small Graces. It has a theme that's tied to the digits 1 through 4 being the only givens in the grid, but my guess is we're going to see far larger digits as we work through the solve. One of the things I see right at the start is that we've got a lot of places where these small numbers are potentially colliding with each other and would cause elimination. So these 2's, for instance, can't connect because they're too far apart. Even these 3's in the center can't join. If you took one of these cells, you'd form a polyomino of size 4. If this 3 connected with those 2 3's to the right, it would also form that issue. And so we're setting up some of the initial tension in the grid, which is we've got some of these cells, like this cell and this cell and this cell, which are an empty cell that's near a 1 that has everything else marked with edges and has to start to grow out. And look, as this grows out, this isn't a 1, it's not a 2, it's not a 3, so this is at least 4 or larger. Here's another set that's not 1, 2, or 3, and it has to grow out to be larger. And this one also can't be 1, 2, or 3, and has to grow to be larger. And when we see other things we put into this grid, this one that's at least size larger than 3 is now right next to a 4, but already has used 4 cells, so it now has to be at least size 5. And so that's going to put some more edges into this grid, get some more places we can move in. This 3 has to extend out, and if we come back to this one, this had to be larger than 3, so it has to be at least 4, but now it touches a 4, now is at least as large as 5. This 2 comes out, and we can put in, we've got a 3 coming down, we've got a 4 over here. We can fill in that 3 actually from the start. After we mark those edges is the only way that can go. In this space, we have to have another growing polyomino. It has to be at least size 3. If it grew to be size 4, it's going to touch this other group of size 4, so it's going to finish right here. We've got a similar tension in this cell, which is surrounded by a 1, 2, and 3, so it's none of those. But notice it's going to touch this connected group of 4 cells. Whichever finishes, this can't be a polyomino of size 4. So it has to come to be size 5 or potentially 6, I guess. This 2 comes out here, this 3 comes out here. Notice we've got another cell right here, again, an isolated cell that can't be a 1, so it's got to grow larger, but it can't be a 2 or a 3 right now. So it can grow to be a 4 or larger. After we mark in some of these edges, we have another cell with the same tension, and we're running into this all throughout the grid, where we have these cells that absolutely have to grab into spaces. So this grabs this cell, and now I've got a hidden 5 next to a hidden 5. That's really interesting. Those might have to combine. Let's actually look down here. This 4 and 3 can't join to those, and there are only 7 cells left for them. So it is going to be the case that we've got to take these cells, and we get a group of size 10. That's really impressive. For a puzzle that only uses 1 through 4 to get all the way to 10 is quite a feat. Here's another cell that's got to come out. Here's another cell that's got to come out. This isn't 1 or 2, and it can't be 3, so it connects into the 4 and finishes this. That now means this group coming down from the top has to grow to be at least size 5. This 2 comes over. This 3 can take these cells, but can't take this cell. This 3 can take these cells, but not the others. This 4 has just 4 cells left for it. The 2 has just that cell to take, so we get a hidden 5. Looks like we get a hidden 1 in the middle of those 3's. And we've got this last group that's got to extend and connect out, so we're going to get a hidden 8 as well. So quite impressive construction, and hopefully if you weren't familiar with it already, this is a great teaching puzzle to get these rules about how to see these isolated cells that have to keep growing larger. And through your notation, I do this by drawing lines that go outwards. Get this sense of these hidden shapes that are starting to grow larger into the grid. Let me just make sure I've marked all the hidden shapes with a digit, as I would in a competition, so it's more obvious my full notation. So hope you got something out of this impressive Fillomino construction, and particularly tips and tricks to take to the next time you solve this style, and we'll see you again soon.